everybody. For our third video I actually opened up my old project that I was working on during my time in Prague. And I opened this project for a reason, and the reason is that I would like to tell you or explain to you the biggest difference between CAD and BIM softwares, or CAD and BIM design process. And I wanted to also show you on a project this main differences. CAD. What does it stand for? Computer Aided Design. What was the biggest game changer at the time that CAD was introduced is that it was still the time when architects actually did all the drawings by hand on paper. I think that most of you and most of us actually don't even know how hard it had to be to do all of the drawings for big projects by hand. Today we do all of the drawings in computer, but the industry is mostly following CAD processes. These CAD processes have limits. They were at the time introduced in a way to save time for the architects, improve their quality of work, so if they made a mistake, then it was easy to change this mistake. And it also helped to share the work with your clients or with another part of the design team. So it was a transition from a paper to the computer. But the problem is that CAD still is only a drawing aid. That means that you are creating something that has only the planar information. BIM, Building Information Modeling. This is a different kind of approach than CAD, because it's not based anymore on working on a drawing by drawing. So it's a different kind of approach. We are not creating the actual plans, elevations and sections. We are creating a model with all the information inside the model that will help us to only generate all of the views, sections, elevations, floor plans, everything. And for this I brought this house of mine that I designed during my internship, and I just want to show you one of the things that is one of the best features on BIM design processes. As you can see, I have in here a 3D model. It's a front facade of a small wooden house, and at the same time I have a different tab where I generated a 3D perspective, something like a drawing out of our model, and this 3D perspective is put on already set up layout. That means I think this is full HD because I needed this for some video or so, but you can set up any type of layout, A4, A3, whatever you can imagine. And at the same time I have here an elevation of this facade. Now what I want to do is that maybe I will decide that I don't want my entrance door to be covered anymore. So what I will do is that I will just select these 3 elements and click on delete. As you can see on my 3D window, these elements are deleted in 3D. But what happens with the other? As you can see, my drawing of perspective was recalculated, and the walls and the roof of the entrance disappeared. Same happens with the already preset layout, and also on the elevation you can see that the same thing happens. So this was a demonstration that should make you understand how does this work. In here we can build elements. Out of these elements we build our model, and this model is very interactive, so in a way you can present to the client already this kind of model, and you can work with this anyhow you want. But at the same time, all of our plans and drawings are already somehow inside the program, and for that I will show you once again this very important part of our 3D screen, and that is our navigator on the right side. And this basically contains our whole model, this Mini, that was the name of this house. So this Mini has all the stories that I use in my project, so that means I have 4 different stories. 2 of them are actually somehow prepared, but the other 2 are just for me to work better with this model. I have a section here, I have all the elevations, as you can already see, and all of this is connected to my model. So anything I do in here, for example this part of the terrace, maybe I want to delete, but I will not delete in here, I will delete somewhere else. Or let's say that I don't want this this shape outside of my window. This shape makes actually for a good shader, but if I want to delete, I can just delete, and if I go back to 3D, you see that it disappeared. So this is how BIM works. If you do your project right, it will be very helpful, and in a way you can finish your design from day to day. But it's a long time to go, long way to go, and you need to work hard to understand this concept of working differently than CAD models, and then to master it in a way that you will not be slave of the numbers and of all of the buttons that offer, all of the options that offer this kind of software like Archicad or Revit, because they're very complex. And yeah, just to make it serve you as an architect. One more thing that I want to say is that I also did a small research in like 3 months ago, that means summer 2019, and I checked 2 of the biggest job offering pages I know. That is LinkedIn, and in Germany the biggest one is Xing. And I checked for job offers for an architect, and I checked for AutoCAD, and then Revit, and then Archicad. And if we think about that AutoCAD is this CAD type of designing, and Revit and Archicad are the other two, these are the BIM processes. Already summer 2019, over 60% of job offers for architect required you to know at least one of these two softwares. That means if you want to find a job in Germany, you are required to know BIM. And yeah, if you go to UK or United States, I believe that maybe over 90% of job offers will require you to know any kind of BIM software. So that is what we want to do just now, and let's just start with our work in Archicad.